Magnolia Bowl. Often overlooked in the pantheon of great rivalries, but this has always been fierce, and both of these teams know if they survive and advance from here, a host of opportunities lie ahead. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Rebels will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tigers offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Hotty-toddy ringing throughout the night the last time these two got together and Ole Miss won a tight one.
And there was celebrations long after that game at the library, city grocery, big bad breakfast, fans partying well into the night, all off season. And now that they get a chance to get back on and meet up again with LSU in this one, you know they're going to be fired up, ready to go.
And that wasn't lost on LSU. Like, they understand. They saw the Grove was flooded. They saw fans taunting LSU fans ad nauseum. They want some payback. They're coming back to get their flower.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Lewis wants to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the grab on the right. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
To the air on first down. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
Guys, you just say Magnolia Bowl, and it sounds elegant and pristine and reserved.
And Ole Miss and LSU, anything but charges. Clock malfeasance, downright cheating back in the old days just to get a leg up in this rivalry game.
It feels like they've been playing this game since the Louisiana Purchase and Napoleonic Law. They've been playing it forever down south in an area of the country where sometimes it just feels like it matters more. I can't wait to see what happens today.
And I love what Reese says. Like, cheating, yeah. If you're not cheating, you're not trying. And both these schools, obviously.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. So Ole Miss offense taking the field, first chance we have to see them today. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So, mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Breaks into the open. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late, blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
Back to throw, it's Woodside. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud.
Unleashes one deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you baller. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Off play action on first down. Fires to the big fella.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Lewis to throw. Bringing the heat. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. He'll try to get it through the air. Got his man. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
That was a third down this offense absolutely had to have. They're already down in this game, and so on third down, you've got to find a way to win. And it's a nice job in the one-on-one, running a good route, creating some separation, quarterback throwing on time, and this offense stays on the field.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Looking downfield on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Third down play from the gun. Here comes the heat. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
He's got an open man. Oh, what a move to get room. There he goes. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
This offense is so good, and they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Lewis wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 30. Slips through the line. Oh, what a cut! Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
At the 20, he's got space. Turning it on. Touchdown, Ole Miss. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field, or else this one's going to get ugly fat.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side now.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
The run from the shotgun. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Lewis to throw. Under fire. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we played one quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Here's the return. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
Hey, it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, the inside give. Oh, he's got some space. He's got 99 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job.
He hurls one deep down the left side. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Lewis wants to pass. Steps away to find some room. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets a positive gain.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's Hardy. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
He's going to throw deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Books it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Woodside. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Leaves it with the running back. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Got a man. It's Watkins. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for room. It's Wiley. And I think they'll give him 2. When 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Trying to get behind the defense. Wide open. He makes the catch. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Pressure coming. He's dropped on the sack, and now the hill gets even steeper.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out. More often because they're not protecting him, and sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Lewis to throw. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his 1st sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans. This offense better find out how to slow him down.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Trying to make magic with his feet. Finishes the run with the slide.
And nowadays, you're not always going to get these quarterbacks on the ground because they're so athletic. But nice job getting the sack, let him out of the pocket there, but now forcing the 4th down, and it's decision time for this offense.
Splits the uprights. Good.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Pocket breaking down. Finds his tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll go to the toss. Fights off a defender. He's down at the 25-yard line, waiting moments of the first half, and it's a first down.
I'm loving this offense mixing the toss plays in their game plan. And what these tosses are going to do, it's going to set up a play-action opportunity where they can fake the toss and try to take a shot downfield.
Looking for a man. It's Woodside. Gets it out quickly. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top on first down. He fires to the left side. And it's caught inside the 25. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, we could be shaping up for one memorable finish in this Magnolia Bowl. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. Time to get back to the second half of a flowery but fierce rivalry, the conclusion of the Magnolia Bowl.
LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. A quick pass to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why.
There he goes. Inside the 50. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
They'll try the run. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Another sack on the day. This offense has to do something different. Maybe bring in more bodies, run max protection, keep more guys in to block, only send a couple guys out to run pass patterns. You got to do something different. But bottom line, you got.
And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Even after that penalty, the defense can still get after them on a 3rd and long. Lewis wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Hardy. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And they're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Yeah, and this offense doing more of what they do. This is the #1 offense in the country in 1st downs. They find a way to continue to move the football, run, pass, so much balance. This offense is so good.
The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. To the air on 1st down. Looking left. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. And this quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the 2nd half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out. Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this
Breaks into the open. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
And the Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Grabbed in the middle. It's Marsh. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
When I think you're seeing the mental approach this offense is taking now, a nice lead here late in the 3rd quarter. They're satisfied to just run the ball and chip away.
Looking for the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Rebels!
This receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his second touchdown of the game.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. That last possession, the early punt, losing track of the downs, whatever it was, David, that was a fireable offense. They better atone here.
I mean, that is unbelievable. That no one catches that? Like the first coach, the second coach, maybe a player. Hey, it's not fourth down, and we punted the football. I got nothing, Paul.
The only dude who liked that play call was the punter.
Analytics replaced with idiotics.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going up.
Taking it the other way. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Grab near the sticks. It's Watkins. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his fourth trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Kickoff. On the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll run play action. Caught over the middle. It's Hardy. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Here we go. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. Catch in the middle. It's Day. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Snagged in the middle. It's Tees.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. On the run, it's Tees. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Robinson. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Grab behind the line. It's Day. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Rodgers. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks at the first down. And how about this call and excellent timing between the quarterback and running back on the angle route?
And how nice is it, Reese, on offense to have running backs that can catch the football, right? In these types of situations, on 3rd down, they can help your drives continue. They can give another element to this offense the defense has to worry about. This running back really is a weapon.
Wants to keep it in the air. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot. And that means there's going to be holes, and the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there. Makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
Got it behind the line. It's Rodgers. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
He'll keep it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the dude.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
On third down, he drops to throw. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Caught in the backfield, it's Callaway. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? Give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there.
Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The give, and tick, 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 tick. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off.
Oh, he's got some space. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on first down. There's the pressure. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
Misfired on first down. Back to the air on second. Going to take a shot at this DB. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. Ole Miss gets the daily double. They win the Magnolia Bowl and beat LSU. And as always, they take victory in the tailgate. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.